Are we ready now?
Yeah.
It's good to be 2-0. It's great to have a game that we can learn from. So not the prettiest of basketball for 40 minutes, but I thought rebounding the ball, we did a really good job. And we've just got to get to a point where we take care of pressure. But it's good to be able to be disappointed with play and learn from a win.
I know when we talked a couple weeks ago, you mentioned that Emma was going to be a major focal point of the offense. I think we saw that in the second half today. What did you think about how she played?
Yes, I thought she played gritty and good, and if it hadn't been for foul trouble, I think we would have saw her put up a 30-point game. And that's something that we're still learning our chemistry on the floor, and I think we missed her even a few times where we should have still gotten the ball to her. So she's working hard every day, and her leadership skills, I thought, shined tonight because she didn't get frustrated when she didn't get the ball. She stayed focused and kept her team in the game, which is great.
To be able to score 89 points when you're, I think it was, what, 3 of 26 from 3, obviously speaks to the fact that you were getting a lot of good shots at the rim. Did you feel like, the offensive execution when you kept the basketball was pretty strong?
I thought our offensive execution left a lot to be worked on, and that's something that, again, we're going to have a great film session where we watch and we see where we can get better, but it is hard to tell shooters not to shoot wide open shots, and I don't think that they were forcing shots necessarily. I just think that's where we have to get a little bit smarter and realize we're basically unstoppable inside against such a small team. That's where we need to go, even though we're wide open on the perimeter.
Emma, for you, obviously you just sit for a lot of the first half with the fouls. What was the key to you having such a strong second half?
Definitely the support of my teammates. I think behind me when we went into the locker room, they were just always like, "Yeah, you're good. You got this. You're gonna come out and have a strong second half." And I think just having that support behind me is what really brought me forward. It
seemed like Taylor particularly was finding you a lot in good spots there. What's that dynamic as a couple players who've played together for 3 years when you also have so many newcomers on the team?
Yeah, I mean, we played together for 3 years. Like, going in and out through practice, we know how each other, we know, what we want, what our tendencies are, and, having new players come in, it's good what am I saying? Sorry. Having new players come in, it's good to have, a different focal point. They're still learning and everything, but definitely the 3-year gap is good.
So, Emma, you had a great performance today, but your footwork and your touches are things that not even professional players can really get down, and you played an impeccable game. So can you talk about maybe what you put in at practice and outside that really gives you that one-up on other players?
I mean, yeah, Coach Yo has really helped me expand my game, become more versatile. She's always on me about footwork, having 2 feet down, jump to the ball, and just always keep my eye on the basket, so that's really helped.
Coach Mack, I noticed rebounding by your guards was, I thought, really important today. Taylor had a lot of rebounds. Michaela had a lot of rebounds. The style that you play and pushing up the floor, how valuable is it to have good rebounding guards to start your transition?
It's really valuable. You can't really play a high-level transition basketball without defensive rebounds. So the fact that we send people to the boards, and again, that's still something that we're trying to get better at. I thought that we could have blocked out even better in this game and not got pushed under the basket as much as we did. But everybody being a solid offensive board presence to keep us on that end, and then defensively, that's really what starts our break, is a great rebound and outlet. As you saw today, we struggled a little bit with our outlets, though.
You got a home game under your belt now? How's
Yes.
it feel to get to play a game here at Conte?
Now it's relieving to have the home game, first home game out of the way and the first road game out of the way. Now I think we can really focus in and start to play BC basketball.
So Taylor and Emma both very vocal, and you appear to be very vocal on the sidelines with some of the refs during the game. So is that something that you talk to your players about at all, or just staying mentally focused while still making sure you're being represented fairly?
Right. I think, high-level communication I want them to have with each other, not so much with the refs. I try to get them to understand that I'll try to fight their battles as their coach with the referees, and as long as the referees will hear me out. But, again, I thought the refs did a good job. They have it's a tough task to referee. So I hope our players don't ever give the refs a hard time. They need to focus on what their jobs are and let the refs do their jobs.